Hi, hello once again. Ayan, magandang araw sa inyong lahat and welcome to my channel once again. Ayan. Alright, so narito na naman tayo sa ating talakayan. Ayan, sa English. Ayan, so I hope na may natutunan kayo in the past. And in a sort of review, we have said that the English language has originated in England, no? And there are 8 parts of speech: the noun, the pronoun, the verb, the adjective, the conjunctions, the prepositions, and the interjections. Ayan. So I have discussed also about the plural and singular forms of nouns. Ayan, the genders of nouns, the pronouns, ayan, the verbs, yung two kinds of verbs, no? Yung regular and irregular verbs. Ayan, so the tenses of verbs. And then we discuss also, I discuss also about after verb, the adjective. Ayan. So, the adverbs, no, na-discuss na rin natin. So, this time, I'm gonna show you about, or I'll be sharing to you about the conjunctions. Ayan. So, ano ba yung conjunctions, no? Ayan. So, before that, let me tell you something about conjunctions. Ayan. So, sabi dito, without the conjunctions, you would also only be able to express your thoughts and complex ideas through short, simplistic sentences like I like hamburgers, no? I like hot dogs. I don't like pizza. Parang ganun. Wouldn't these sentences sound a whole lot better if they were presented as a single idea? For example, I like hamburgers and hot dogs, but I don't like pizza. Pinagsama-sama, no? So, mastering conjunctions can add a lot of variety to your writing as they allow you to create sentences with different styles and meanings. Okay? So, for today's lesson that I'm going to share you is, we are going to talk about the conjunctions and the definitions and the many different types and how you can use them in a sentence. Sabi dito, what is a conjunction? Ayan. So, in English grammar, a conjunction is a part of speech or one of the parts of speech that links words, ayan, phrases, and clauses. No? Conjunctions will help you from elegant and flowing prose, which while avoiding the incoherence of single idea sentences. Something to keep in mind when using conjunction is that the phrase you are joining must have the same parallel structure. And the definition of a parallel structure means using the same pattern of words to show that two or more words, ideas have equal grammatical importance. Alright? To illustrate, let me tell you an illustration. Ito yung tama. John likes hiking, camping, and riding a bike. So, mali. Ito yung incorrect. John likes hiking, camping, and to ride a bike, which is wrong. So, do you see the difference? Alright. So, thank you. Next, what does a conjunction do? So, in a previous mention, or as previously mentioned, conjunctions connect two words, or two sentences, clauses or words in a speech. No? In a speech, we tend to use conjunctions without even realizing it. In writing, we will often incorporate a conjunction with connecting ideas, like for example, rather than begin a new sentence. Once you have mastered the proper use of conjunctions, one of the many benefits is that your blog writing will become much more natural with respect to rhythm and flow. Ayan. Conversely, the improper use of conjunction has the potential to turn your blog contents, like what I am doing now, into a choppy and disjointed mess. Alright? Sabi dito, types of conjunctions. The best way to understand conjunctions and how they are used to learn the different conjunction types. Na ako kuha ang attention ko nitong si Google, no? Ay either nagbibigay daw sila ng content offering of 30%. Naalok ako ng writing. I'm sorry, I'm busy teaching here. So the types of conjunctions again, the best way to understand conjunctions and how they are used to learn the different conjunctions types. So these are the three conjunction types. First, we have the coordinating conjunctions. The second is subordinating conjunction. And the third one is correlative conjunctions. Note that while there is a fourth category called conjunctive conjunction, these conjunctions are really adverbs that are act as connectors. As we highlighted in our recent or given you in the previous examples, English language grammar is right with the exceptions and conjunctions are no different. So coordinating conjunctions, let me tell you about this one. The primary role of a coordinating conjunction is to connect or coordinate two sentences, elements with equal grammatical rank. Think of joining words with words, phrases with phrases, clauses, and with clauses, and so on. A quick rule for using a coordinating conjunction: be sure to place it in between words of words, no, not at the beginning or at the end of the sentence. So next one is it's all about coordinating. The next one is the common coordinating conjunction, which are there are 7 coordinating conjunctions in total. The first is for, and, nor, but, or, yet, and so. So take note of this, ha. Pito. These are 7 coordinating conjunctions words in total. In total na po yun. Common, ha. I'm talking about the common coordinating conjunctions. Amusingly, these conjunctions are simple, mnemonic that help you recall them. I hope natandaan ninyo. No? Be careful not to get carried away to many coordinating conjunctions that can lead to a run-on sentences. Examples of coordinating conjunctions in a sentence like the following. I want a burger or pizza for lunch. Ayan, you see? Or is the coordinating conjunction. Martha likes going to the beach and camping. So where is the coordinating conjunctions there? This, of course, the M. I can drive you to the grocery store, but not to the mall. So where is the coordinating conjunction? So obviously the coordinating conjunction there is the word but. No? So next proceed. Correlative conjunctions. No? Correlative conjunctions. Hindi na po ako magpo-post masyado kasi hahaba ating video. Kayo pwede nyo naman i-post ang video if you want to i-recall. Balikan yung aking sinasabi. So correlative conjunctions are come in pairs and they connect words or phrases that are equally important within a sentence. Excuse me. This relationship between the two elements can signify either matching or contrasting ideas. Okay? So the most common correlative conjunctions are the following. So the either or, the neither or, the not only but also, so as, whether, or, both, and. So those are the common correlative or correlative conjunctions. Ayan, wag yung kakalimutan, ha. The examples of correlative conjunctions in a sentence. So, gamitin daw natin sa sentence. When using correlative conjunctions, you should place the correlative words immediately before the words you want to connect. So, here is the example. You can either take it or leave it. So, the coordinating conjunctions, we have 2 coordinating conjunctions here. Those are the either and or. Then the next one is not only am I done washing the dishes but also finished cleaning my room. All right, so the coordinating conjunctions here are the correlative, is the not only and but also. Ayan. So the next one, correlative conjunction, is another example. Both my father and sister are doctors. So the correlative conjunction here is the word both and the word and. So subordinating conjunctions are conjunctions that connect dependent and independent clauses. Alright? So subordinating conjunctions can signify in a relationship between two clauses. Example, it can be a contrast or a cause and effect relationship between two sentences or two statements or ideas. The common subordinating conjunctions are the following. Subordinating conjunctions are once, only if, now that, as, although, after, while, when, whereas, whenever, wherever, whether, how, if, in case, in order to, in the event that, though, even if, even though, because, before, unless, until, so that, since, and supposing. So those are the common subordinating conjunctions. So I'll give you at least three examples about subordinating examples. Because it was raining, we had to cancel our field trip. So the word because there is the subordinating conjunction. The next one is, my room was a mess after leaving the window open last night. So the word after is the subordinating conjunction there. So another, unless I get over my fears of heights, I'll never become a pilot. So the word unless there is the subordinating conjunction. So next is the conjunctive and adverb. As I mentioned earlier, conjunctive adverbs are in fact adverbs. However, they function as connectors. So we decided to include them on our list. A conjunction adverb primarily job is to signify a transition or a relationship between two separate parts of the sentence. And these are the common conjunctive adverbs. Also, before, besides, however, therefore, hence, otherwise, nevertheless, eventually, thus, according, meanwhile, after all, consequently, moreover, still, furthermore, likewise, and finally. So, are actually mga adverbs ito, no? So, pwede siya gamitin as common conjunctive adverbs. So, example, give example. Daniel is an excellent guitarist. However, he rarely practices. Sorry. So, however, the word however there is the conjunctive conjunction. Another, the heavy snow covered the streets. Therefore, many people were stranded. So, the word therefore there is the conjunction, the conjunctive adverb. Another example, I never like eating vegetables. Nevertheless, I ask my kids to eat them. No? So the word nevertheless there is the conjunctive adverb. Ayan. So you really have to connect your words, phrases, and clauses with conjunctions because that is one of the rules in English na kung wala ka talagang conjunctions, hindi siya okay ang yung hindi pwedeng walang ganun ang ating mga sentences sa English. So knowing the different types of conjunctions is an essential skill for an inspiring content writer. Yan, kung may inspiring speaking, ano kayo English speaking person. A proper usage of conjunction is a tricky subject. And like most grammar rules, mastery requires practice. Be sure to pay close attention to sentence, structure, and clauses. And before you know it, you will be connecting ideas like pro. Yan. So for my final note, if you want to make sure that you're using conjunctions properly at all times, all right, so I highly recommend that you have to further study about English, no, in this English like this one, yung ating inaaral na adverbs. No, napakarami. Marami pa tayong pag-aaralan about sa English, no? Napakarami pa. So sa totoo lang, di lang tinatapos ko lang ang mga English lessons. So pero in this channel, I'll be discussing and I'll be sharing you all subjects actually, not only English. Ayan, so I hope nakapagbigay na naman ako ng inspiration and knowledge about English, no? So I hope na nakatulong na naman ako sa inyo, nakapag-impart na naman ako ng aking knowledge. Ayan, so maganda. Ay nga pala, dapat nag-subscribe ka. Please naman. Thank you. Ayan. So magandang araw, Pilipinas!